Everybody, my name is Stephanie Fontenot. I'm the Director of Communications and Marketing for Galveston Independent School District, and I'm once again here with our one and only Superintendent Dr. Jerry Gibson, and we are here with your next segment of All Things GISD. So Dr. Gibson, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes.
I said to Mr. Cotter.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So just to remind everybody, as we like to do, we do these segments just about every 2 weeks to keep you in the loop with Dr. Gibson about all kinds of things going on within the district. It is our priority to communicate with the community because we want you to be in the loop and for you to be involved in what's going on within the school and to take an interest in what's occurring in our students' lives because it is all about the students. So, yes.
And community involvement too, so yeah, you're right. 100%.
Absolutely, yes. So I think this is an exciting segment because we're talking about some things that involve some end of season activities, but some exciting changes coming up.
And some good accomplishments too.
Absolutely. So this is exciting. Starting with tonight, Thursday night.
Yeah. So we had to move some things around. The last game in Courville Stadium, as it was supposed to be tomorrow evening. Well, we don't know how bad. You never know when the fronts are going to do whatever. But we're supposed to experience actually overnight tonight, like 4 or 5 in the morning is what I've been told. Pretty serious rain, and it's kind of a big deal. The last game in the stadium, as we know it, and there's been a lot of people who've requested, when the game's over, can we walk the field one last time? Well, of course, we're all about that, and but no one wants to walk in the mud, and that's what I've heard. It's going to be that bad of a rainstorm and everything else, and so we started talking about it, and we said, hey, can we move this to Thursday? We've been having amazing crowds because the football team is doing so well, and we want those guys to continue to experience that. And so we weren't sure about, it's an HISD school, Houston Independent School District, and they have, like so many others in the state, transportation concerns. And most of those guys have chartered a bus to come down. And so, I told Coach Jones, I said, call the AD up there, and they did. And a few minutes later, they're like, yeah, we're in. We can get a bus, not a problem. So, same time, just a different night.
Right.
And, the bad thing is, and you've done a great job, you and your department, and, I saw it last night, an advertisement or word got out, and it's on our webpage, and I think the school's Facebook and everything else. So, we're going to do that tonight at 7 p.m.
Yeah, that's exciting. I know a lot of community members they're kind of recapping their memories from the stadium if you go and look at the social media posts. So it sounds like we're going to have lots of generations there. From
you think about people since over an 80-year period have played in that stadium. How many NFL players are now playing? I was at an event last night and saw Kimball Anders, and he played here, played University of Houston and the Chiefs for 9 years, and when Mike Evans is in town, we get to visit, and you just got somebody that are still here and tied to our community, and that list goes on. Casey Hampton's just right up the road. I think he lives in League City now, so it's exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. So we hope to see everybody tonight, 7 o'clock tonight. Last game at the stadium before renovations start happening. So can you tell us a little bit about the updates that are coming with the stadium?
Yes. So, and I know there's been some questions, and I won't say concerns. We just want to keep everybody kind of in the loop. We have a limited budget on this. Not like we have just all the money we want to spend and everything else. And because of where we live, and there's always potential hurricanes. As we say, like we dodged a bullet. That's, you never know. There was some concern about if we put metal bleachers up, was what we were looking at. What would happen? What would be the concerns if we got a serious hurricane? And one thing we do know is the Courville Stadium in 83, 85 years, whatever it has been, has endured quite a few. And so, and to save money and to do some other things to make it, we don't want to stress out over that part of it. Our project manager began doing some testing and bringing some people in, and we can strengthen the stands, which needs to be done. 83 years, and salt air is going to wear them out eventually, and so we can strengthen the stands, the cement, refurbish it, coat it, paint it, the whole 9 yards, and it's going to look brand new. Of course, take all the seats out, put brand new seats in. And I think that is the direction that we're going to go, because it's also it's less time, so less money, not a lot. It's not a lot. It's not like we're gonna have $4 or $5 million left over, but the expected cost is going to be less time, and we can do everything else that we were going to do. It'll still be a new press box, new field house, the dressing area, the concessions, restroom, all of that. Everything else is going to be torn down, but we're going to just save the stands, and then, like I said, strengthen them, and then put all new seats. So it's going to look. I saw a rendition yesterday was sent to me. It looked really good. It was like still a brand new stadium. So one adjustment there, and that's the reason that we're doing it. We're not trying to hide anything or do anything. It's just right now it makes the most sense.
Right. Okay, and that is super exciting, and I know so that's going to start immediately too, as far as actions taking place.
Saturday, we told everybody, if you had things in concession or in locker rooms or in the garages areas, the storage areas, it needs to be out on Saturday. Those things will begin. The demolition will begin actually next week on those.
Yeah, so. That's quick. That's neat. Well, I know even within our department, communications and marketing, we're already thinking about what that's going to look like next year, and promoting it, and just imagining the people in the stands and the photos that are going to come out that our high school students take. It's going to be really neat. So exciting.
Neat. And I know Coach Jones is working. He has a vision, and as he says, I only know how to do one thing, do things one way, and that's big. And he wants to have the largest video board scoreboard in the state of Texas for a high school, and so that creates opportunities for our audio-visual department, because the students will be the ones running it, doing the camera work, doing the editing, like a TV studio, cutting in and out various cameras and everything else. And so that's going to be either way, we're going to have a new video board. Will it be the largest in the state of Texas? Coach Jones, we believe in you. Go.
Yeah. Yep, we'll say yes. We'll see. Okay. Well, since we're talking about, the football game tonight in the stadium, so the football team is undefeated. And so their future regarding any playoff.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, they definitely are going to be in the playoffs. They have 2 more games. It's obviously one tonight and one the following Saturday again. And this one's in Butler, I believe, the stadium. But yeah, they're undefeated, and we feel strongly, we're more than optimistic that they will finish the season 10-0, creating a playoff scenario. The other district, we're not sure yet. There's 3 teams that are actually tied for first, and one just a game behind. So in the next 2 weeks, those things are going to shake down. For we won't know probably who we're going to play in the playoffs until after the last game of the season, because of the other district.
Great. Okay.
So maybe Fulshire, I've heard, maybe Magnolia West, and we're actually looking for the right venue on the right day. So stay tuned, is all I can say. So, but they're having an amazing season. One for the record books, number of points they're scoring. They had given up 1 touchdown the first game of the season against Lark, and they hadn't given up any since then until Saturday. They gave up a touchdown. So
that's okay.
2 touchdowns and 14 points in 8 games. That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yep, that's awesome. Very cool.
I wanted to run the table on that part. But.
Well, yeah. They still have. And so football, doing amazing, but then volleyball.
Volleyball, wow. We had a few injuries and just didn't play well one night. I think everybody thought the playoffs were out of reach. So last Friday we played, we won, and I didn't get the text. In fact, I didn't learn about this until Monday, that the other thing, something else happened and some teams lost, won, etc. And so we had to win Tuesday against Angleton, and if we did, it was going to be a 3-way tie for the last playoff spot, and we did. Of course, our girls, I love them so much, but they get to the drama. I mean, as dramatic as in, let's win 25-23. We can't just beat them 25-10. We're gonna have to. So I'm joking in that. We were excited. They won 3 straight, and so they are in a little tournament because it's also with the same record as Texas City and LaPorte. We beat LaPorte twice. I know. I'm not sure how. Anyway, we all have the same record. There's been some, they had to flip a coin who gets a bye, whatever. So our girls play Friday, and they're going to play in Santa Fe because that's a neutral site that we all had the same results in Santa Fe. And so Santa Fe is going to host it. We will play Texas City at 5. The winner of that one will turn around at 7 and play LaPorte. And so whoever at the end of that evening is standing and has won, they'll get the 4th seat. So I feel good about things. We've got some students back from injuries. Little Sunny Joe came back from a little knee injury, and she's just like so much energy when she's out there. It's just a different feel. And so we're very optimistic. I'm looking forward to going and watching them compete on Friday evening.
Great. So
play hard and coach hard, and we hope the ball bounces right.
Yeah, it will. And so we'll keep you updated on that as well. And one more team.
If they make the playoffs, we already know that we'll play at Lee College in Baytown Tuesday at 7, I believe. So follow the paper, follow things, and those that are watching, and you will know where to go on Tuesday. That has been set. We'll play Barbers Hill Tuesday night, Lee College.
Perfect. Well, we'll plan on being there.
I will be there.
Yeah, great. Well, one more team that's just doing awesome, tennis.
Tennis, oh my word! They had an amazing season, and so a year ago they advanced the playoffs and they played Nederland, which there is a current superintendent in Galveston who graduated from Nederland, and so that was the second time that's ever happened in my career where the school where I'm superintendent played my high school alma mater, and so. We played them a year ago in Goose Creek Memorial, and then volleyball was playing at Goose Creek Sterling High School. And so Tammy and I go down there, we watch, and we're winning tennis, and they're about to go into doubles, and I thought we had a really good lead. And I said, okay, well, we're going to drive because we're right there, 10 minutes from there, and said, let's go watch volleyball. And volleyball didn't fare well that night. We lost. And then I got word that Nederland came back and beat us in tennis. And I was like, well, this is a downer driving home. And so this year, we advanced the playoffs. We got Nederland again. And this year, we just took care of business. And so advanced to the second round. And we played over in Fort Bend, Kempner, in Sugar Land. And when I got there, they were like, "This isn't going well. This isn't going well." We were down like 5-2. You got to win 10 matches to advance, and got dark, lightning delay, etc. And now they don't have lights, so Kipner agreed to come down here. That was a couple Fridays ago, 2 Fridays ago now, and by the time everything finished that night, it was tied 6-6. So whoever won 4, and they went up 9-8, and we had a young lady, and it went into a tiebreaker, and she wins the tiebreaker. Well, now it's 9-9. And school board member's daughter, Claire Joe, plays. She's our number 1, and she plays. I don't know how they set it up, but it was winner take all, and Claire did real. I think she won 6-2, 6-3. Really didn't struggle at all, and bam, we advanced to the next round. So that was the first time in, from what I've been told, like a decade, maybe longer, that we've gotten in team tennis to the 3rd round, and we played Foster, and we bowed out there, but it was such a great season, and Foster was really. We went to that. I wasn't watching. Foster was really, really good. Our kids competed. They played hard. They kept their heads up. They didn't quit or give up. But Foster was, they were a little advanced. That's where we want to get to, that level right there. So what a season. 30 rounds. It's been a very long time since we
That's great.
advanced that far.
I know every time we've done one of these segments this year so far, I think we find ourselves saying, like, everybody's just doing really well.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's been good. It's been really good. Football's having a banner season. Volleyball could advance for the first time in a long time. Tennis keeps advancing, and so that's what we want. my dream, my goal, my plan is that we're always improving. I don't care what level we get to, we're always improving. And,
Right.
you know, there's buy-in, and students are doing a great job, and coaches are doing a great job, and, you know, the investments are paying off.
Absolutely. Oh, great job, Dr. Gibson,
I-
leading
I-
everybody.
No. Those students get out there and do the work.
Right. You're certainly a part of it.
The rah-rah guy.
Well, well, and I know, so you mentioned a neat and important development with a new club that may come to fruition soon, and you said it's a potential bass fishing club.
Correct. So in Texas, that is that's probably the fastest growing thing for schools. It's not a UIL sport. It would be a club sport. And so I understand that we have a lot of students that love to fish. Now, I'm not to the degree yet. That's why I was late coming up here. I was talking to our principal, and I was like, you know, this is where things are. So, you know, we lost Sam a month or so ago, a little over that. And when we lost Mason, his memorial was for, I think, baseball scholarships and everything. He loved baseball. And Sam loved to fish. And so the memorial was set up, and it said for a future, you know, fishing club team. So I haven't, you know, I don't know even where the donations are. Well, I get called down the hall yesterday, and I was told, they said, people are ready to go with this. We need some information. And I was like, okay, they can't do it without a boat. And they said, I don't think that's going to be an issue. And so I'm like, okay. So that's like I said, I met with Ms. Vianney and Mr. Pillar before I came up here, which made me late up here, but it was their fault. They kept talking, they kept distracting me. And I said, well, we need to find out the level of interest from our students. Of course, we're going to get the sponsors. I mean, our faculty person to sponsor the chaperoning and the coaching of the team. And so we're really in the infancy stages, but they're going to put out a survey from our students, and they need to realize, you know, it is fresh water. It's not salt water. There's a difference. I don't think UIL sponsors a deep sea fishing team. It's the bass fishing, which is taken, it's taken this country by storm. And a lot of colleges, in fact, you know, my previous district was in Marshall, and there's East Texas Baptist University there, and Tammy worked there for 3.5 years or whatever, 4 years until she retired. And they're Division III, which means they cannot give athletic scholarships. So if you play football, you do it for the love of football. Basketball, softball, whatever it is, and that's just the rules of Division III. But they have a bass fishing team, 2 boats. They go all over America, and because it's a club sport, they actually can get scholarships there. So there is a lot of scholarship money around our country for young men and young women who want to fish. So we're going to start doing our information gathering from our students. We got to make sure that there is, you know, the interest. Do you understand everything? It's mainly up in East Texas. You got to go up to the lakes area, where you're from, some of those, you know, lakes up there, and near Quitman and some things like that, or over near Jasper, Texas. And so that's where a lot of these are hosted because of, you know, the reputation of the lake and everything else. And that's what they're, you know, big fishing destinations. So we're getting a lot of questions answered, but I think it's you know, what do they say, coming soon to a town near you. I think we are knocking on the door of it coming soon to a high school near us, which is at Ball High School. So a lot of things we still got to work out, but one is the interest there from the students. They understand everything, the realm of what we're looking at.
Right.
We can't send them out without a boat, and you know, there's some things that we've got to get worked out. But like I said, I was told yesterday, you lay out the plans and everything else will be taken care of. So we'll see. I don't know all of those details. Our education foundation is kind of handling that and taking care of things. And so that was like at 3:30 yesterday when I was like, well, I've just been seeing where the money's, you know, if it's what's coming in, because I really thought it'd be a long process, and apparently it might not be as long as I thought. So if you're watching and you have a student that is interested, he needs to check with they need to check with Miss Vianney or Mr. Pillar, and they'll tell him how to, I think they're going to put out a survey. I don't understand all that, just for the students to see who's interested and who's not, and kind of break down what it would look like.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it sounds a really exciting opportunity-wise for students, but also in the memory of Sam.
In the memory of Sam, that's
Special.
what, that's, I think it's about two big things. One is we'll always have the memory of Sam, and we'll also more things for our students, more opportunities for them. I love creating opportunities for students.
Right, absolutely. Well, let's see. I've got one reminder coming up, but before that, I want to ask. So, what are you most excited about within the district right now?
Oh,
if you had to pick one thing, what at this point in the school year, because we're coming up on November and Thanksgiving and all of that, but what are you most excited about?
Well, I think I can only say one.
Yeah, let's pick one. Unless, well, it's
Not fair.
it's you, so maybe two.
Okay, thank you. I mean, it's me, so I'm going to do it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Of course, the level that our students are rising to is phenomenal, and that's special. It really is. People don't realize the hard work. Volleyball players just don't show up on Tuesday and play, or Tuesdays and Fridays. Tennis just don't show up on those Fridays and play. Football don't show up. I mean, there's so much. It's year-round commitments. Eating right, training, lifting, running, and
Right.
So to see that and to see that pay off for our students, and then the community is just every game is just fuller and fuller and fuller. The stands are, and so that's one thing that's really rewarding and fun and everything. But we've been working. Our architects have been working on designs for the new high school. They did the charrette here a few weeks ago, and what they came up with, I was beyond anything that I could imagine. And so there's a lot of excitement. Tammy and I went the other night to the Oktoberfest and ran to a lot of people that we knew associated with the school or connected or supporters, whatever. And I showed them a few pictures that hey, can you send me those? Can you send me those? So, begin to see that coming together, and because that's just going to leave a long legacy for our students of the new building and what I feel like can still go and accomplish. And, we go back to this room here. This is a small room that was made into a TV studio, and we don't complain. It's nice, but to have state of the art is I'm like, wow. And people will say, and it really is a game changer. It's a game changer for our students, our faculty. It's a game changer for Galveston. And so, knowing the lives that this is going to impact for years beyond me, it's somewhat overwhelming. So I would say that those two things are exciting the most.
Yeah, that's great. And everything that you just said, it reminds me of, it's actually a quote that Dr. Scott, we'll do a shout out to Dr. Scott, that she has, it's on her email signature, so everything she sends, there's this one quote, and I love it because it summarizes what you're talking about, with how our students are rising because of, teachings and all of that. But it basically says quality is no accident. Quality is no accident. So for us to have quality in what our students are doing and showing, that's because of what's behind those actions, the teachings and everything. So
I think, it's, I've always set the bar high. And going back to a movie, the Ron Clark story, he was a teacher and elementary school teacher in Kentucky, and he had amazing scores, but it wasn't that tough of a place. And he accepted the challenge to go into inner city New York. And I remember him saying, I believe if you set the bar high, students are going to rise to it. And it not only rise to it, but exceed expectations. So, children are resilient. Life is hard. Life is different than when I was growing up. And I've learned over and over and over that children are resilient, and they have so much to overcome nowadays. It's just social media things that happen there. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But they have to just continue to rise up and overcome. And children are absolutely resilient. So let's set the bar high and watch them just exceed our expectations. And you're right; it's not an accident. These things aren't accidents.
right.
We plan, we prepare. We practice and do all of these things. And the same thing is true in the classroom. The success there is not an accident. We have an academic plan. We have an instructional plan. And we follow it. And that's why we saw a lot of growth last year, and I think we'll see even more this year. So, it's a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of people that go into it.
Right, absolutely. Well, do you have anything else to add on anything you'd like to share additionally?
You're going to break out in song?
I'm not going to break out. That's for you.
No,
what's the song you're going to break out into?
It won't happen.
Okay.
It's not, no.
I tried, everybody. I tried.
You keep trying. It won't happen.
Next time, okay.
Well, no, there won't be a next time on the song.
Well, okay. Well, I do have one reminder for the public. So next Monday, it's October 31st. We want to remind you that day, it's a teacher work day and a student holiday, but it's also teacher-parent conference day. So you should know about that. But one reminder for that particular day from our Chief of Police, Josette Rivas, she asked us to let everybody know that that same day, October 31st, Monday, there's going to be active shooter training occurring all day long at the Scott Building. So please know that will be taking place. So if you see police vehicles there, that is why. It is a training drill. Also, just in case you didn't know, hopefully you'll become aware and just kind of steer clear of that building that day so that they can do their training.
And we know, you don't have to call and let us know there's police there and fire trucks and ambulances. It's just a test. It's a training.
Yes,
which is good in the event that we ever need it. I hope and pray we never do, but it's what we do.
Absolutely. And so for other updates, please continue to check our website for the academic calendar of upcoming things. Our team is working hard to put as much info as we can there, so that calendar will be a good resource.
What you should do.
What's that?
You should introduce everybody. You have new team.
I would love to. Okay, so absolutely. So today we have special guests in the studio. So, and I thank you for the opportunity. So,
great,
yes.
You've been a one-man band since June or July. You got here pretty quick, and your department is growing. And
yes.
New people and new opportunities.
There is, and
on around here in front of the camera.
And team, I didn't know y'all were going to get pulled on camera today. Yes. So we have special guests in the studio today. So we have 2 new teammates in our marketing and communications department for the district. So y'all come over here. So I'll introduce you and then y'all can say hi. This is Darren Clark. He is our brand new communications coordinator for the district. He's been here 2 weeks. And then on our side over here we have Myra Rodriguez, and this is her first week. So y'all be gentle with us, but yes, but we are the district's communications and marketing team, and I'm already proud of this team, and I'm so happy that they're here. I know I'm passionate about telling the story of the district and communicating everything we can for the good of y'all, and of course for our students first, but for parents, any way that we can assist with the district, that's our goal, is to communicate efficiently and to market all the good news, because there's so much good news. But y'all want to say hi real quick and I'll quit yapping?
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, great. You want to say hi, Myra?
Hi.
Yes, and Myra, she's actually going to be, she's our communication specialist and bilingual specialist. So she's going to be helping us do some more English to Spanish communications, which we're excited about, because we value that, of communicating as efficiently as we can to all of our constituents. So please know that that's our priority. But so if you're a community member, or if you're a teacher, district staff member, and if there's anything we can help communicate and market for the district, send it our way in the communications department, because we just had a meeting this week. We were talking about how communication is the lifeblood of an organization. So we value trying to be a very efficient department for this district, and we appreciate the opportunity. But yeah, so we're going to be a team of 3 ready to communicate all the good news. So thank you all for coming on stage. Okay, they did, and I'm so glad but yeah, they're awesome. It's going to be great. But so yes, follow us on social media. Keep an eye on our website. We'll continue to do these segments coming up. But go tours tonight.
Go tours tonight and go tours tomorrow. And
yes.
Go tours every day.
Absolutely, and we'll say thank you to Nick, our student who helped us film this segment. You've seen Nick before, and he's a rock star. Yeah. But thank you, and to the Ball High's digital media studio for letting us do these segments. But all right.
Things happen when you come out from behind the camera.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was a music star, started out behind the drums, never would come out because she was scared. They finally got her to come out and gave her a microphone. Karen Carpenter.
I love, it's a nerdy side of me. I love Karen Carpenter.
Well,
Yeah,
it's a great
she's,
Christmas album.
I know.
but
Yeah,
she never wanted to
absolutely.
be on she never wanted to be the voice until they gave her a microphone. Now look what
wow.
happened.
See, so that's why
That's why
we-
we want you in front of the camera.
we got two people who are going to be all over the cameras.
Absolutely.
So thank you all for joining us today. We hope to see you tonight and at all of our upcoming events. So as Dr. Gibson says, we got to say this every time.
We do.
It's a thing now.
Let's get out
So-
there and make a difference.
And it's all about our students.
That's all. Yeah, what it is.